Field Experience Presentation by Sally Sundin. I observed and taught at Spooner Middle School. Spooner Middle School is located in Spooner, Wisconsin. It is my alma mater. Spooner Middle School consists of grades 5 through 8. A general description of the Spooner area's demographics is rural and lower income. The entire district's 2013 to 2014 enrollment is 1,240 students. This is for elementary, middle, and high school combined. Mrs. Eckerson was my cooperating teacher. She is a 5th grade science and social studies teacher at Spooner Middle School. This quarter, she is teaching science to all of the students in the 5th grade. She alternates science one quarter and social studies the next quarter. The main class that I got to observe was her first hour class. I observed them during their reading and science class. Each 5th grade teacher teaches reading right away in the morning. This class was the lowest level reading class. They had them all grouped by their reading levels. It was something new that administration had tried, and there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of positive to continue moving forward with that plan. So next year there may be a whole new arrangement or grouping. This class had only 20 students in it. I found that there were several students in there who had poor attendance. I loved being in the classroom. I could really picture myself as a 5th grade teacher. It was so much fun. The kids, while they definitely had their behavioral issues, were absolutely wonderful. I connected with them all, and we really had a great relationship in the classroom. I have even been invited to stay through the end of the year. I think I will continue to volunteer in the classroom, most definitely. The class of 20 was divided almost equally with 11 boys and 9 girls. The class, along with the district, isn't very diverse, as it is mainly Caucasian students. However, there were 2 students of different ethnicities in the classroom. For my first standard, I chose Standard 5, Learning Environment. The prospective teacher uses an understanding of individual and group motivation to create a learning environment that encourages positive social interaction, active engagement in learning, and self-motivation. For the first artifact, you can see the kids here. They're doing a lab where they had to design a parachute. The students were participating in an engineering lab, and they had to design a parachute. This artifact represents the standard in that the students that can be seen in the picture are actively engaged in learning. The students interacted with each other during this lab in a positive manner and were motivated to work together on this project. My second artifact for the standard was taken from the reading class. As you can see in the picture, the students are making dinner. The students had just gotten done reading a play called Dinner. The next day, they got to work together to make dinner, and then they got to eat their dinner as a classroom at lunchtime. This represents this standard as the students are engaged in learning and were motivated to create their meal. There was a lot of teamwork involved in this lesson. For my second standard, I chose Standard 1, Content and Curriculum. The prospective teacher understands the central concepts, tools of inquiry, and structures of the disciplines he or she teaches, and can create learning experiences that make these aspects of subject matter meaningful for pupils. For my first artifact, I chose my lab report from the lesson that I taught. It was a gift wrapping lab. And on the left you can see the finished project of one of the groups. The item on the right is the lab report that students had to complete with their gift wrap lab. The picture is a finalized project of one of the group's labs. This represents the standard because the lesson provided students with a meaningful learning experience. They were able to understand the meaning of resourcefulness. For my second artifact, I chose some pictures from a service learning project that the 5th graders did at the nursing home. As part of a service learning project, the 5th grade students went out into the community and volunteered their time at the nursing home. They put on a game day at the nursing home, and the seniors loved it. The students took away so much from this experience and realized the importance of community service and giving back. On an end note, I had so much fun observing teaching in Mrs. Aggerson's classes. I was ecstatic when the invitation was extended to me to stay through the rest of the year. This was yet another wonderful experience and truly supported my desire to be a teacher. Thank you.